Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first possession of the game. They're always butterflies. Game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and see.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
That makes the score Tennessee 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides tries to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What I do, go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Now they'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? To the air, it's Humphries. Going for the big play. And the pass hits, picked off.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bulls his way forward. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He'll do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You could see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got...
Just plowing ahead. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback.
Touchdown, Volunteer! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football. Trying
to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Quick strike complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Toss to the outside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's going up top. Complete to the left. Touchdown ball! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee 21, Kentucky.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Wildcats will take over.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got him downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s.
He caught it, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Caught in the backfield. It's fired.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Oh, what a move to get room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. If he is tough to block with one guy, you might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Kentucky 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
On second down, looking to throw. He caught it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A third and long coming up here. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains at... category. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half.
Kentucky, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs. As he goes down. First down for this offense. RPO complete to open the drive. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Scanning the field, it's Humphries. Gets it out fast. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, it's Lane. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? The defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw the football.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Kentucky 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running it to the right. Fakes his man out. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And on 1st down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you can trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy...
He's loose. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Jukes his way for more.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. How about keeping it on the ground on 3rd and long? He gets 9 on the play, and that brings up a 4th and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Still running at the 40.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.